Hello everyone, welcome to Doing Group. We are the manufacturer of the solar panel lithium battery recycling equipment, and this is our fully continuous solar panel recycling machine. The aluminium plastic removing equipment. Our equipment can process the waste solar panel and recycle the aluminium plastic, the aluminium frame, glasses, and copper, silicone, and plastic from the waste solar panel. And this is let's see the 3D video of the recycling process. It will show clearly about what equipment is just having in this process and how it works. The first one is the aluminium plastic removing aluminium frame removing equipment. I will just remove the frame automatically by using this equipment, and then the second one is the glass removing machine. First, we will use this just a heating zoom to heat the glue just under the glasses. Then it will be more easier to remove the glasses. And then here is the main device that will crash the glasses, and then we can get the particles type of the final products. And then the raw material will go to the crushing and the separation step. And this first one is the double shaft shredder. It will just primarily crushing to 3 to 5 centimeters pieces. And then the second one is we call crusher. The secondly, fine crushing to the particles to 1 centimeter, and then they will use the wind conveyor to convey the particles to the grinder. Then we can get to the particles. We can get to the products that is the powder type. Here is a grinder. And let us have the cooling design, just to ensure that it can work for a long time and don't have involution of the plastic or other material. And then the powder will go into this ID vibrating screen. While the first layer is that the particles that cannot go through the screen, they will go back to the grinder. And the second layer is the copper and plastic mixed it, and they will go to the air separator. The third layer is the silicone. And we will just collect the silicone directly. And the mixed copper and plastic will first using this air separator to separate them. Separation rate can reach to 95 to 97, and then the plastic will go to the electrostatic separator because they have a little of the copper inside the plastic. And we will use the electrostatic separator to separate again. And then our machine also equipped it with the post collector that is in order to ensure that we have a clean environment to clean the dust during the production. And here is a fully continuous processing line. This is automatic feeder. Compared with the semi-continuous one, it saves more labor and have a higher working efficiency. And this is the first just removing step, a junction box removing equipment. Remove the junction box and the back of the solar panel. Well, if you have any questions about the solar panel, about our company, you can just tell us in the comment section, or you can just leave your comments and contact ways to us in the background. Our sales manager will contact with you and send you our catalog, our price list. We are Chinese manufacturer. Our factory is in Henan province, which is in central China. We are the manufacturer of the solar panel recycling equipment, waste tire, waste plastic, pyrolysis plants, and also we have the distillation equipment to process the waste engine oil, waste tire oil, and so on. And this is the working process that to process the waste solar panel. This equipment is the aluminium frame removing equipment. So about the equipment or about the design, if you have any questions or any other thing that you want to know, can tell me in the comment section. This step is to just remove the aluminium frame, and the baseboard will go to the next section, and the next step is to remove the glasses on the surface of the board. And this thing is to heat the solar panel, the heating dome, in order to just soften the glue of just under the glasses. Then it will be more easier to remove the glasses in the next step. And this is a glass removing equipment. We remove the glasses to crush them, and we can get the glass particles. Well, one solar panel, the glasses occupies nearly 70% of the whole board. So we process one board. The most things that we get is the glasses, and about the lithium battery, nearly 10%. And also we have nearly 5% of the silicone, 10% of the plastic, and 3% of the copper. And this is the cutting equipment. I'll cut the board for several steps, and then it will be more easier to crush them in the next double shaft shredder. So during the live show, if you have any questions or any other thing that you want to know, you can send a private message to us, or you can just type in the comment section. We are the manufacturer of the solar panel recycling equipment, lithium battery recycling equipment, and with tire with plastic pyrolysis equipment. After the cutting equipment, and then the board will go to the double shaft shredder. Just like this machine. This has the first crushing to crush the board to the type of 3 to 5 centimeter, and then the next step is the crusher. to crush them to nearly 1 centimeter, and then they'll go through the wind conveyor to the grinder to grind them to the powder type. This is the thing that after the first crusher, and the second crusher is like this. Thank you for your like. Well, if you have any questions, you can leave in the comment section. If you wanted to know the quotation and just like want to visit our company or our requirements, you can send a private message to us. Tell us how we can contact with you and your requirements. Then our sales manager will contact with you and send you our catalog, our price list. After the double shaft shredder, the crusher, and the grinder, then the powder is the silicone, the copper, and plastic. Then they will go through the ID vibrating screen first. The silicone is more thinner than the copper and plastic. They will just use the ID vibrating screen to collect the silicone. And about the copper and plastic, they will have two design. The first is the air separator, and the second is electrostatic separator to separate these things, to just make the separation rate more and more higher. Like this, and this is the fully continuous one. The first machine is the automatic feeder. To feed the solar panel to the transport belt, and then they will go through the removing step. The first one is to remove the junction box, but not shown in this video, and then the board will go to the aluminum frame removing equipment to removing the frame. It's just using this machine. It work twice to remove the layer of this board. And then the board will go to this heating zone to heat the board. Then it will be more easier for this glass removing machine to remove the glasses. It will heat the glue under the glasses. And also at the same time it will crush the glasses, and the final products we got is just the particle type. And by using the cutting machine to cut them to several pieces, then they will using the belt conveyor to the double shaft shredder, the crusher, and the next step. And this is the differences between the semi-continuous and the fully continuous equipment. The biggest difference is in the automatic feeder, the junction box remover, and the cutting machine. The other equipment is almost the same. Okay, welcome to our live show. We are the manufacturer of the solar panel recycling equipment. well, just if you have any questions about our machine or the solar panel recycling business, you can contact with us. You can send your contact ways to us, or you can leave your questions in the comment section. If you want to get the quotation or the catalog, or want to visit our factory to have experiment of the machine, you just need to contact with our sales manager. So you need to send the contact ways to us in a background. Then our sales manager will contact with you and just give you the the information of our equipment. Also, you can come to our factory to see the processing line or have experiment of the equipment. You can send your raw material to us. But our factories also have the solar panel just for the test of the machine. We have the semi-continuous and fully continuous processing line. Hi, sir. And this is the glass removing equipment. Is to remove the glasses, and then the next step is the double shaft shredder, is to crush the board to 3 to 5 centimeter, and then we're using the next step is the crusher to crush them to 1 centimeter. Then the particles will go through the wind conveyor to this grinder. Then we can get the powder. The powder is a mixed silicone, a mixed copper and plastic. Then we will using the LED vibrating screen to remove the silicone first, because the silicone is more thinner than the powder, than the copper and plastic. Then the mixed copper and plastic, we're using the air separator and the electrostatic separator to separate them, and the separation rate can reach to 99%. Our machine's capacity is from 500 kilogram to 5 ton per hour. The most common one is 1 ton per hour. But if you need a larger one or smaller one, you can contact with our engineer. All the equipment support to be customized. So if you have any other questions, well, you can leave in the comment section. Or if you need the catalog, the price list, or want to visit our factory or our project cases, and you can send a private message to us. Tell us how we can contact with you, and what's your requirements, like what machine you want to know, or what things you need. Then our sales manager will just give you things that you want, give you a deep communication and introduction of our equipment, our processing line. Our mission is to recycle the waste solar panel by using the physical waste to collect the copper, aluminium, and the plastic, silicone, and like the glasses of these waste things. It has 3 steps. The first step is the removing step. To remove the junction box, remove the aluminum frame and the glasses on the surface. And the second step is the crushing step. We have 3 crushing machines: the double shaft shredder, the crusher, and grinder. And then we can get the powder. And the powder we are using the separations machine, the ID vibrating screen to remove to collect the silicone and the copper and aluminium, copper and plastic. We're using the air separator and electrostatic separator to separate them. Separation rate can reach to 97 to 99%. So about the processing line, board or the different equipment, different step. If you have any questions, you can leave in the comment section. And let's see this introduction. Well, the common capacity is 100 kilogram per hour and 1 ton per hour. But if you need a larger one or a smaller one, all the equipment support to be customized. So this is the whole processing line. The semi-continuous one include the aluminum frame removing machine, the glass removing equipment, and the double shaft shredder, the crusher, and the grinder. And about the separation step, we have the ID vibrating screen here, and the air separator and the electrostatic separator. The final products is just 5 things. We can process all the type, all the size of the solar panel, and the products is almost the same. Just the copper, aluminium, glass, plastic, and silicone. And the silicone has a kind of a silver inside. You can use the other machine to just collect them. And that is what the processing line have. Just the different capacities, so the equipment specifications have a little bit different. So our machine, our processing line is supposed to be customized according to requirements, like your capacity, your raw material, and your workshop. Equipment advantages. The first thing is its high processing rate by using the air separator, electrostatic separator, and ID vibrating screen. Separation rate can reach to 99%. And also it's environmental friendly. There are no waste, there are no water waste, or chemical waste, or smoke, or the dust need to process. The only equipment that we need to process is the process collector to collect the dust just on the surface of the board and just during the production. 2 process collector is enough. And while application, the different sizes, different type of the solar panel can all using one processing line to process. The high efficiency, we can process nearly 1 ton of the solar panel in per hour. We have the fully continuous processing line. We'll have a more higher processing rate. And here is the processing line. The first, we will put the solar panel in this removing aluminium frame machine to get the frame. It's very easy. And the second one is to remove the glasses. To crush the glass board, and then we get is the glass particles. And then the next 3 machine is the shredding, crushing, grinding is to crush the board, and last we will get the powder type. The first shredder is to get the pieces in 3 to 5 centimeter, and the second crushing machine to crush them to 1 centimeter, and the third grinding machine is to grind them to powder. The powder is mixed silicone, mixed copper, and plastic, then we will use this shaving machine. We will coat the ID vibrating screen. It has 3 layers. In this picture, it's 2 layers, but not very correct. We have 3 layers, 2 screens. The first layer is the powder that cannot go through the screen, and they will go back to the grinding machine to have the second grinding. And the second layer is the copper and plastic. They will go to the next step to separation machine to separate them. And the third layer is the silicone. We will collect the silicone directly. In the silicone, they have a kind of silver inside. Next machine is the air separator and electrostatic separators to separate the copper and the plastic. While the first air separator is because the plastic is much more lighter than the copper, so we use the wind blowing and vibration to separate the plastic. And now in the plastic have some kind of copper inside, so the plastic will go through the next machine, the electrostatic separator, to make the separation rate much more higher. And then we can get to the copper and plastic. The separation rate can reach to 99%. This is the several machine. The aluminium frame removing machine, glass removing equipment, and here is some project cases. And now we have a customer in 120 countries. It's all over the world. Our factory is in Jiaozhou City, Henan Province in China. Or you can come to our factory to see the processing line, or our sales manager can also give you some video and pictures, introduction of our project cases. If you need the price list or need the quotation, just need the catalog or other things, that our sales manager will contact with you. If just you need to send a private message to us, tell us how we can contact with you and what's your requirements. Then they will contact with you immediately. Like you need to tell us WhatsApp or email, or if you have WeChat, you can tell us WeChat. Now you can come to our factory, or you can have experiment of your raw material, or in our factory also have some raw materials to see the separation rate. And here's our equipment. Like the shredder is the first crushing machine, is to crush the particles to the 3 to 5 centimeters pieces. It runs through a lorry, and the crusher is to crush them to 1 centimeter. The grinder to grind them to the powder type. Then it's more easier to collect the silicone, to collect the copper and plastic. The silicone is using the electrostatic, the anti-vibrating screen to collect, and the copper and plastic is using those 2 machines to separate them. Because our processing line is the physical processing, so there are no smoke, there are no water waste or chemical waste. The only pollution that we need to process is the dust. We equipped it with 1 or 2 process collector in the whole processing line to ensure we have a clean environment of the workshop. And this is some certificates. Like we have certificate of CE, SGS, and here are different patents. Here's some feedback from our customers. Our company is called Doing. We are the manufacturer to have the solar panel recycling equipment, with some battery recycling equipment, and with tire, with plastic pyrolysis machine, and so on. We are a subsidiary company, a comprehensive environmental protection machinery manufacturing company, integrating consulting on the manufacturing, installation, and after-sales service. We have our engineer team, a large engineer team, to design and to give you the certificate according to your requirements. If you need our machine, our engineer and our sales manager will contact with you, give you the price list, and give you the certificate. But you need to tell us about your daily capacity, or if you have the map of the workshop, we will send you your information to us, and then we'll give you the design. This is all the products. Like this is the aluminium frame. Lithium battery removing machine to collect the black powder, the copper and aluminium. And the condensation machine is to collect the biochar from the biomass, like the wood, the straw, dust, or the coconut shell, and so on. Here's also some crushing and separation equipment: aluminium plastic recycling, radiator recycling, PCB board recycling machine. The similar technique, but the machine device is not very same, and they're all like the physical production. And we have our customers all over the world. And now in nearly 120 countries, we have our customers. Here is our service. We have the pre-sale, on-sale, and after-sale service. Most of our customers were just interested in the after-sale service. We have 1 year warranty, and we will send our engineer to your workshop to help you to finish this installation and debugging of the equipment. And also we have this technical training for your workers. The pre-sale service, you can visit a production workshop of the factory anytime. Need to tell our sales manager that when we come here, and they will just take you to the factory. They have a deep introduction of the machine, and a one-to-one design, configuration scheme, and plan to the equipment placement site. This is our engineer's work. And on-sale service is check the production of the machine and communicate with equipment and manufacturing process. Here is our service for you. So our equipment is the solar panel recycling equipment, lithium battery recycling equipment, and pyrolysis plant, the condensation equipment, and distillation plant. Several design. You can tell us what raw material you want to process or what technique you're interested in, and then our sales manager will give you the deep introduction of the equipment. And now let's go back to the 3D video to show you how it works, how to recycle the different products from the waste things. This is the double shaft shredder. This is to crush the board to 3 to 5 centimeters pieces. And then the second one is the the crusher to crush them to 1 centimeter pieces, and then to use a grinder to grind them to the powder type. Here is the ID vibrating screen. This machine is to collect the silicon, and also it can just control the sizes of the materials. If the size is not reached the standard, it will use the wind conveyor to transport the powder back to the grinder and to have the second grinding. And this is the air separator. The next is electrostatic separator. The air separator to separate the plastic to the copper, and separation rate can reach to 95 to 97. And here is the electrostatic separator. This machine is to make the separation rate more higher, like can reach to 99%. And this is the automatic feeder. The fully continuous one includes the automatic feeder, the junction box remover, and the cutting machine. That is different. The biggest difference between the semi-continuous one. And this is the junction box remover. Then the separation rate, it will be more higher, and the final product will be more clear, be more pure. And one board have several, like this board is we have one junction box. Some board we have several board, like 8 junction box. We will all use this one machine to just to collect them, just clean them. And this is the aluminum frame removing equipment. In this step, we will use this to remove the aluminum frame. We have nearly 10% of the aluminum frame in one board, nearly 5 kilograms. And this is to remove the glasses. But the first thing is to soften the glue. So we will use a heating gun and to just heat this glue, and then it's more easier to remove the glasses. And first we need to using this machine to crush the glasses. And the final products we get is the copper is the particles type. Then the next step is the cutting machine. To cut them to pieces, and then more easier to using the double shaft shredder, using the grinder to crush them in the next step. So during this live show, if you have any questions or any other thing that you want to know, you can leave in the comment section. Our machine using the physical method, just crushing and separation. There no air pollution, chemical pollution to collect the copper, silicon, and other products from the waste solar panel. We have different machines to recycle different things, like the e-waste or the solid waste. For example, the lithium battery recycling machine, PCB board recycling machine, and so on. And also the combination machine and the pyrolysis machine. Just we are the manufacturer of this equipment. You can see that come to our factory to see is how it work and our processing design. And you can have experiment to take your raw material to us to have a test of the separation rate. This is the crushing step. The crushing step, we have the double shaft shredder, the crusher, and the grinder. This step is to make it more easier to separate the different material. And then we will collect the silicon, the copper, and plastic after processing. So it's during a live show. If you have any questions, you can leave in the comment section. Now live show will have an end in nearly several minutes. And this one is the fully continuous one. The first thing to feed the material in our processing line. So this compared with the semi-continuous one, don't need labors to finish it. And next, to remove the aluminium frame. then to hit the board, then make it more easier to remove the glasses in the next step. And this machine is to cut the board and make it more easier to crush them. The crushing machine is the double shaft shredder, the crusher, and the grinder. This is the more clear to see the hard work and the all the equipment is shown in this video. The aluminium frame removing machine, and then the glass removing equipment. Here is a cutting machine to cut them into several pieces. And next is the double shaft shredder to crush them to 3 to 5 centimeters pieces, and this is the crusher to crush them to 1 centimeter. And here is a grinder, grind them to powder type. And then we also have, like, this is the electrostatic air separator to separate the copper from the plastic, and the back of this box is an electrostatic separator to get the separation rate more higher to 99%. Here is the ID vibrating screen. This machine is to collect the silicone. And this two machine is the process collector. Here is the environmental friendly equipment that to clean the dust during the production line, make our workshop more cleaner. So this is a physical processing way. So there's no air pollution or water pollution or chemical pollution. The only pollution that we need to process is the dust. So do you have any questions about our machine? If you have, you can leave in the comment section, or you can send a private message to us. Tell us how we can contact with you, and what's your just information, like what is your daily capacity, or what raw materials you want to process. Then our sales manager will contact with you. And also, by the way, you need to tell us which area your business located in. like which country, which continent. Because we have a different sales manager, we need to know about this. This is a belt conveyor, just before the crusher. Before the crusher, the conveying machine is the belt conveyor. And then after the crusher, we get the smaller pieces and powder. We will use the wind conveyor to transport to the products. And this is like the anti-vibrating screen. The first layer is the powder that can't go through the screen. They will go to the grinder to have the second grinding. And the second layer is the copper and plastic. We will use the air separator and electrostatic separator to separate them. The third layer is the silicone. The air separator is to separate the plastic from the copper, because the plastic is much more lighter than the copper, and using the air blowing and vibration, and they will suspend on the surface, then to separate them. The second layer is the electrostatic separator. After using the electrostatic separator, the separation rate can reach to like 97 to 99%, a very high separation rate. The oil machine have the high separation rate to 99, 98, and then no pollution during the production. All the dust, we can use the process collector to collect them, and have wide applications, just very high working efficiency. All the different type, different size of the waste solar panel, we can now use the same processing line. And for 1 hour, we can process nearly 1 ton or 3 ton, 5 ton of the raw material. It just depends on which capacity or which type you chose about the equipment. Okay, and if you have any questions, you can leave in the comment section. Also, we are the manufacturer of the solar panel recycling machine and the lithium battery recycling machine. Our machines to use in a physical way to collect the aluminum frame, the glasses on the surface, and the copper, silicone, and plastic, and from the solar panel board. All physical ways, no pollution, it's an easy to handle. If you want to set up like this business or want to buy the machine, you can contact with us. Any questions you have, you can leave in the comment section, or you can send a private message to us. Tell us how we can contact with you and which area you're located in and which capacity you want to set up. And then our sales manager will send you the catalog, the price list, if you want to visit our company, they will give you just at the time And if you need to have experiment of the machine in our factory, we will just have this test and we come. Just like tomorrow or yesterday, we have a test of the combination machine and the cassava machine to have a just experiment of the machine, the rate of the cassava and the heat working efficiency of the combination, the fully continuous combination machine. So that is all we have today. If you need, you can contact with us. Just send to us a private message to tell us how we can contact with you, like the WeChat or WhatsApp or email is enough. Okay. Thank you for your watching today. Have a nice day. Goodbye.